Thank you so much, Avi, for joining us today. I'm super excited to have you as our client spotlight this month. So we have Avi, the CEO of MyTrudy, joining us. And I want to start out, Avi, you have a really impressive background and, your own entrepreneurial journey before MyTrudy and before we met. So I'm really curious to hear, maybe if you want to start out and give a little bit of a background about yourself.
Sure, happy to. Appreciate the opportunity to be here with you and share a little bit about what we're building at MyTrudy, some of the background, and be able to dig in with you. Maybe I'll start off and I'll just say I spent close to 2 decades building a consumer-first, data-driven platform over at Edmunds, the automotive information business. I was a CEO at Edmunds, where we scaled the business and ultimately sold it to the folks at CarMax back in 2021. And I guess the through line of my time there and my career has been using better data and transparency to help people make high stakes decisions for their second biggest considered purchase, which was an automotive purchase at the time. And at MyTrudy, I'm part of a team of repeat founders who are applying that same pattern, this time to careers, identity, and really allowing people to achieve their human potential, which is something we're super excited about.
Amazing. So maybe let's dive into, kind of exactly what MyTrudy is. Can you give your one sentence, 1 minute elevator pitch on what it is?
Yeah, MyTrudy is a personality-driven career platform that helps people understand their potential and match to roles where they are most likely to succeed and thrive, not just qualify on paper. So it's to really allow them to achieve what their human potential is.
That's amazing. And I really also resonate with that. And I'm curious, what was the motivation behind this? How did this idea come?
So I guess the way we think about it is career decisions are still being made using tools designed for a pre-AI resume-centric world. And resumes capture what you've done historically, but say very little bit about how you work, where you'll thrive, and what you could become. And so in a world that AI has flooded the market with applications, making it harder, not easier, for employers to identify real signal. In this case, both job seekers and employers are operating with incomplete, shallow data. And we see a big opportunity that hopefully we'll be able to solve.
So maybe can you touch a little bit more on what was the exact problem that you're looking to solve, and also which prompted you guys to be this is what we want to do?
Yeah, I think we're operating in a world where hiring managers are overwhelmed with the volume of AI-generated job applications. Current tools lack predictive power for actual job performance, and we think that we have an opportunity to solve that by helping hiring managers kind of wade through and really identify where those signals are of people who are likely to succeed in the roles that they're looking for.
Awesome. And, looking now into the solution, can you shed some light into how the platform works?
The solution that we provided starts with our personality assessment. So through what's, likely more than 50 years of personality science, we waded through and synthesized it to the point that in a 3-minute set of pictures, where you can select between a bunch of different pictures, after somebody goes through our personality assessment test, get the opportunity to get insights into their big 5 personality scores, their openness, their conscientiousness, their extroversion, their agreeableness, and their emotional stability. And so we have devised a test on the site that allows people to figure that out. And then with that information, we combine the personality with the experience that they've had, the skills and their real career transition data to deliver, it could be a clear career path and adjacent opportunities that they have, a fit first job matching for them, or role-specific resumes and profiles that explain why somebody fits in a particular role. And over time, we think that this becomes a persistent career identity that will compound in value for them in the course of over the course of their career.
Amazing. I guess maybe where are you guys now as a business? What are kind of the milestones that you guys have achieved to date?
So, let me share some of that with you. We've had 100,000 people who have gone through the platform already, or north of 100,000 people. We have a 93% completion rate of our personality assessment, and so 93% of the people who start the quick little test go ahead and complete it. We've launched a fully integrated platform spanning the personality assessment, the career path that I mentioned, the job matching, the resume, and profile creation. Over the course of almost 3 years, we've self-funded $12 million in order to be able to get here, to de-risk the hardest parts of the platform, the science, the data, and the product. And we've demonstrated early evidence that personality materially improves prediction of someone's success. So something we're very, very proud of.
Amazing, amazing. So that's amazing progress to date. What's in store what's on the horizon for MyTrudy?
So right now we're in the process of developing a conversational agentic experience that will replace elements of a static job search. And we're looking to launch that in Q1 of 2026, so not too long from now. We're expanding toward enterprise pilots, where personality improves hiring and retention outcomes for companies. We're scaling distribution through partnerships and platform integrations. And we're now kicking off our first institutional fundraise to accelerate some of that growth and help us to achieve that product market fit that we're very excited about.
Fantastic. So for the people that would be listening, we have founders, investors, operators within the ecosystem. Is there a message or something that you would want to convey, or something that anyone listening could also help contribute in any way to your guys' success?
Sure. I guess I would say our top priority is really nailing that product market fit around identity-driven career guidance, and finding the select group of enterprises to prove that out to the extent that that fits the profile of anybody listening. Would love for them to reach out. We're looking for thoughtful partners who really understand where hiring and careers are headed. We've got some early enterprise collaboration with folks who are willing to test fit-first hiring. And in this respect, we're looking for investors who value long-term data moats and share the values and vision of what we're building. That'll get as excited as we are about it. So at the moment, it's feedback, it's distribution, it's real-world use cases that are incredibly valuable right now, and that's what we're looking for.
It's really important for us to understand what were the struggles or the pain points that you were facing before you worked with us, because we want to make sure that again we're adding the most value to solve those areas. So I'm curious to hear from you. What were those, prior to working with us, what were those initial kind of challenges or issues that you were facing, which then led to us working together?
Sure. I would say in our case, we had much, if not all, of the information that we needed. But we didn't have the vantage point of being a third party in some way, or being somewhat removed, to figure out how to organize it and to really tell that story in a cogent way. And working with Jack, Sean, Nolan, and their teams, they did a great job of helping pull from us just those high points and really pull the story together in a way that would have been difficult for us by ourselves. Maybe not impossible, but we're trying to grow a business, we're trying to run a business, we're trying to do all the things we're trying to do. And that art of storytelling, I think, is something that your team did a great job of helping us with in a way that would have been, like I said, very, very difficult had we had to do it on our own without that assistance.
So this is also a bit of a bonus question, but I think something that's amazing about your background is that you're also a second-time founder, so this is not your first rodeo. So I'm curious to hear from you. I guess, what did you learn from that first venture that you're bringing into this second venture, and that you'd be able to share for any of the founders that are listening?
We're repeat founders. At Edmunds, we saw how giving consumers access to hidden, otherwise inaccessible automotive pricing data really changed the market at a point in time. And we were asking ourselves, what's the equivalent missing data layer here in the career space? And in years of working alongside leading psychometricians who are a couple of our co-founders, we uncovered that personality is one of the strongest predictors of success and satisfaction. And it's really that insight, came to us not in a way that was going to replace resumes, but really to complete them. And so MyTrudy emerged from marrying the science with modern AI and real labor market data and pulling it together to highlight people's both soft skills and hard skills together to help them figure out where they're likely or most likely to really thrive. And that's, I think, one of the things that excites us most.
For sure, and I think it's definitely so important, and I really resonate with what you guys are doing, given like how much AI is infiltrating and impacting, as being an employer, employees, how that interaction process works, and betting on like the person is so important. Amazing. It's been awesome to be able to work with you guys, and we can't wait to see all that you accomplish. So thank you, Avi.